And we're back with another video. This time, watching top 10 most anticipated new anime of spring 2025. I know I ain't upload video whole week. That's my fault. I was busy. But we're back. Let's get to it.
If you're curious to see what spring has in store for us in terms of non-sequels, don't go anywhere. Here's one of the earliest previews for a season that's shaping up to be quite promising with each reveal.
Now, I'm gonna see what number it's at first.
The Devil May Cry anime dropping in spring
Okay.
2025 is
He's not. He
pure
didn't.
hype.
I thought he ranked them, like from 1 to 10, which one they're most anticipated for. But no. But yes, this one.
Cool, and for good reason.
I
First
need to
off,
see
it's
this.
being helmed by Adi Shankar, the mastermind behind Netflix's Castlevania, so you know it's in good hands. Fans have been dying for a proper adaptation of Capcom's stylish action franchise, and with this series, we're finally getting Dante in all his demon-slaying, pizza-loving glory. The trailers tease high-energy fights, slick animation, and a tone that perfectly captures the game's mix of dark fantasy and campy humor. Plus, with Capcom involved, it's bound to stay true to the source material. Newcomers will get a taste of why Dante is one of gaming's most beloved protagonists, while longtime fans get to relive the adrenaline rush in anime form. Bottom line, stylish combat, killer
anime
one-liners,
form,
and a
bro,
whole
yeah.
lot of demon smashing. Spring 2025 can't come soon enough.
April 3rd, man. We a week away.
Sword
What's
of the
this?
Demon Hunter is shaping up to be one of spring 2025's must-watch
This is coming out on High Dive. I think this week.
anime. Based on the hit light novel, this dark fantasy series brings intense samurai action, supernatural battles, and a rich historical setting, all wrapped up in the stunning animation. The story follows a lone warrior facing off against terrifying demons in a world where folklore and reality collide. Think Demon Slayer, but with a grittier, more mature tone. Fans of feudal Japan aesthetics, sword fights, and deep lore are in for a treat. Plus, expect jaw-dropping battle sequences and fluid combat. Whether you're here for the stylish swordplay, the eerie yokai, or just some good old-fashioned samurai drama, Sword of the Demon Hunter is ready to deliver. Get hyped, it's gonna be a wild ride.
What's this?
Supercube is one wild ride that's got everyone buzzing for spring 2025. Imagine this, an ordinary schoolboy gets into serious trouble with a nasty gang only to stumble upon a mysterious cube that unlocks crazy superpowers. Yep, his life flips upside down in the coolest way possible. The show mixes heart-pounding action with unexpected humor, blending epic fight scenes and slick, fluid animation that really shows off the best of Chinese donghua style. Fans are loving its blend of coming-of-age drama, supernatural thrills, and a dash of humor reminiscent of classics like Solo Leveling. With every punch and twist,
okay.
Supercube promises to keep you on the edge of your seat, laughing.
While we talking about it, what y'all thought of that new Solo Leveling episode? It was nice. Still aura farming, but nice.
And cheering. If you're in for an adventure packed with surprises and a whole lot of fun, this is one anime you definitely don't want to miss. The lucky seventh on the list is Witch Watch.
どうしようこれから一緒に住むとかいろんなことが起きるよいろんなことって
Waiting for this to drop.
Having finished her witch training, Nico Wakatsuki is left with one final task: choosing her familiar lifelong partner. However, she does the unthinkable and decides to choose a non-animal familiar. Her choice, her ogre childhood friend Morihito Otogi, much to the latter's dismay. However, a curse compels him to accept the deal, and the two teens find themselves living together. Turns out Nico's more trouble than anyone bargained for, and seeing how certain doom awaits her, Morihito must try his best to protect his master and stave off disaster. From the creator of Sket Dance comes this rising star of a comedy. It's wacky, rather random, and chill in terms of stakes. It certainly has a distinct light-hearted feel that's to be expected given the author, and it could be one to pick up if you want those charming, easygoing stories to put on while you unwind. The story behind 100 Girlfriends and the latter part of Quintessential Quintuplets will also be in charge of this adaptation, so you can be sure it's going to be a good one.
ペラペランコ。ニコ、今どういう状況？
ペラペラになってるぞ。
At number 6, it's from Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman.
立派になった姿を見られただけで俺は嬉しいよ。
Am I tripping? Or does this not look like fuck Mushoku Tensei?
昔の弟子が世話を焼いてくれるのは嬉しいもんだな。
Beryl Gardinant's glory days are behind him. Having settled down in a rural backwater village, he spends his time being a humble, unassuming instructor. Those days of relative peace wouldn't last long as he receives a visit from his former pupil. Turns out he's been assigned as a special instructor for the Knights of the Liberian Order. Still, he's convinced that his former students don't need him anymore, and he wants nothing more than to return to a life of peace. Will he live up to his reputation and get what he wants out of life? Passion is definitely going to have their hands full with this one. This is one adaptation this spring that had many people excited, mainly due to how great the fight choreography is in manga format. I'm nothing but excited to see both an adult protagonist-focused story and one that promises so many hype moments.
私の家に住むというのはダメかなと。
いやいや、それはダメでしょ。
Find something to watch yet? Go hit the like button and show your support for
now
Vinny
for me.
Tube. But we're just halfway through the ride,
Hey, y'all
so
gonna
buckle
drop a
up,
like
the
on Vinny
best is
Tube
yet to
video.
come. Let's
I'ma
take a
leave the
look
link
at
in
a
the
classic
description.
reimagined Shin Samurai Den Yaiba.
お祭り野郎め。
俺が絶対守ってやるから。
バカ野郎。
俺は黒金刃。侍だ。
And the next in line to get the modern remake is the early 90s hit Yaiba, made by the guy behind Detective Conan and Magic Kaito. Kurogane Yaiba is someone raised in the way of the samurai. Relentlessly training in the jungle, he and his father return to Japan, where he encounters Kendo master Onimaru. Corrupted by the legendary demon sword, Onimaru becomes hell-bent on conquering the world, and Yaiba has to embark on an adventure to find and master a legendary sword to stop his bitter rival. I'm really curious to see how which studio will reimagine this classic. They did confirm that some story beats will be changed, so it may be cool for an older fan to re-experience the story through a modern lens. And as a remake, it should still be very newbie friendly, so newer anime fans can get a glimpse of the story that older folks still talk about so fondly.
待っていろ。黒金刃。
Give it a watch.
For our number
Give it
4
a watch.
entry, we take a
Your
look at
Former.
Your Former.
事件はちゃんと私が解決する。彼は私にとって大切な補助官です。
This is a sci-fi mystery show set in a world where the technological innovation Your Former has become part of daily life. To show how powerful these things are, they're capable of recording practically everything their
So,
users
like,
experience. And our
Cyberpunk
protagonist, Echika's job
type
is
thing?
to dive into them in order to investigate crimes. She's so good at it that the only suitable partner for her is the android Harold Lucraft. They must learn to
psychopaths?
put aside their differences in order to save the
Kinda
world from
both.
a catastrophe
I get it.
brewing in the
Get kinda
background.
both
Been
from
quite a
this.
while since we've had something like this come up to our radars, hasn't it? Sci-fi thrillers that incorporate the human psyche comprise a pretty cool genre, and I can't wait to see more of them. If you found yourself liking stuff like Psycho-Pass, make sure to check out what seems to be its spiritual successor.
たとえ苦しい記憶でも最後まで直視しなければ
Starting our top 3 is Kowloon Generic Romance.
そこに映ってるの私じゃないんです。
今あなたがここに存在している。 何が起きてるこのクーロンで。
ただの錯覚で触れてほしいなんて思いますか？
Alternate history settings interest me quite a lot. However, one historical place that doesn't get much focus in anime is Kowloon Walled City, an enclave that was demolished some 2 decades ago. In Kowloon Generic Romance, the place remains standing but has been reduced to a slum city, one that houses those who still harbour love for the Hong Kong of old. In it are our 2 protagonists, Reiko Kujirai, who craves progress, and Hajime Kudo, who shuns modernity and relishes the city's classic atmosphere. In spite of their differences, they enjoy each other's company. Still, a lingering air of mystery hangs over the 2 of them, and perhaps there's more to this version of Kowloon Walled City than meets the eye. As a manga, Kowloon Generic Romance has a lot of things going for it. It's a mystery romance aimed at the older demographic is something, and it's a series with strikingly notable world building and vibes that I can't wait to see translated onto the screen. A huge break from the norm of what we've seen from most modern anime. I heartily urge you to give this one a try.
I guess I'll give it a
クー
watch.
ロンジェネリックロマンス。
Webtoon sensation The Beginning After the End comes in at number 2.
Oh.
King Gray had it all. Power, riches, fame, almost everything except, you guessed it, friends. After his unexpected death, he then reincarnates into a world of magic as Arthur.
So
Given a
isekai.
second chance at life, all while carrying on his experience as the world's strongest king, he looks for purpose and adventure in this strange new world. That does sound like an isekai you've probably heard of before, but an interesting thing about The Beginning After the End is that it's from an English source material. That means you should expect the unexpected just when you thought you got the whole list of isekai story beats memorized already. Truly a rarity in the world of anime. This first step could be the push needed for adaptations of more non-Asian hidden gems out there. Studio ACAT may not have a shining resume, but the studio looks to make The Beginning After the End their
There's a
breakout hit.
lot of webtoons and stuff that need to be animated.
Western sci-fi thrillers truly are back on the menu as we finish our list with Lazarus. When something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Having disappeared after saving the world with a miracle drug called Hapuna, the enigmatic Dr. Skinner returns as a harbinger of doom. Turns out his cure-all medicine sent the world straight to a path of doom, as anyone who took the omnipresent drug gets 3 years to live. Will this special task force make it in time to uncover the mysteries behind Dr. Skinner and the truth regarding Hapuna? It's not every season you get a sci-fi thriller that harkens back to the 90s. Meanwhile, there are 2 this season, and there's been some excitement for Lazarus. Mappa's also in charge of this, and we've seen what kinds of magic they can do. I sure look forward to what Lazarus has in store for all of
we've
us.
seen what kind of magic Mappa can do. Well, that's the end of that video. Let me know which ones y'all gonna be watching, checking out, you know. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. I try to have more videos this week.